girl. If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on it like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I'm in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God
haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch, I've been in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
hey, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch, only in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch, only in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. If you haven't done so already, of course, y'all already know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, man. Occasional trial hauls, and this Music Monday we started back in 2023. So coming up over a year doing this, man. Definitely something new to the channel, and tonight, man, I just kind of wanted to keep it simple. Normally, this also would be the time where I normally would introduce Dunks. I'll check on him, make sure he's okay after the live. But he also has the link, so he already knows what to do. Just come into the room, and I'll bring you on the screen. But obviously, man, it's not hard to not talk about the Super Bowl, right? And one of the biggest things about the Super Bowl is the halftime shows, man. And every year it's supposed to be better and better. And I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch the halftime show last night. I'm not sure if there are any sports fans out there. Also, one thing I do want to point out, that where I feel like Nike dropped the ball, no pun intended here. It's been times where we used to get shock drops during the Super Bowl halftime show through Nike sneakers app and stuff like that. And didn't happen this year to the best of my knowledge. So it's like I seen a couple people floating around saying that they kind of missed those days. So, and I get that, man. Let me touch it. But tonight, though, I do want to pretty much rank, like, I want to do a top 3. But I wanted to also look up every Super Bowl halftime show it is. And to be honest, man, right now, and I'm going to go through the list when I share my screen, but right now, Usher's, I don't know if y'all caught that joint, man, last night, or rewatched the joint, because I've rewatched it. It was amazing, bro. Like, breathtaking. I feel like Usher name don't get mentioned enough as far as like on the R&B status, man. I mean, the hits and the flow and the way he incorporated all those songs, it was amazing. He is, this is my thing too, and I was thinking this before the live as well, before we go down through this countdown. Also, another big issue is like a lot of like other R&B singers, they can sing, but can they perform? Like Usher come from that era where you gotta perform. You gotta you don't just dance, you gotta be able to sing and dance at the same time. You know, salute to Trey Songz, right? Probably not the best example, but he's got a show, but you know, he's kind of just walking around like he's a man and singing. Jacquees, he do a few little moves, but I mean, Chris Brown, I'll say if it's gotta go Michael Jackson, Usher, and Chris Brown, you know. Despite Chris's legal issues that he's been through, that's none of our business. You know what I mean? He's did what he had to do to survive that. And I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I disagree with it. But you still got to give him credit where credit is due when it comes to his catalog. The man is impeccable, and he can truly perform. You know what I'm saying? He takes it back. He came from that era. He was like I think he's like the last of the dying breed of like sing and perform at the same time. You know what I'm saying? If you point blank period, you know, like Usher was something where I could see why he, you know, some people say like I charge X amount of show and you just holding the mic and kind of bobbing here and there. Usher, you coming for the experience. You know what I mean? He's putting it on, man. Let me see who all we got in the building real quick. And then I want to do like a countdown of like every Super Bowl performance. They have them in somewhat of an order, but I just want to go through all of them. And then I already know which top 3 that's in top of my head already. But I'll save that towards the end of the live as well. Like I said, and I don't think he had anything particular on his feet because I mean he also did the roller skate joints too. I'm trying to think if he wore any like sneakers that really caught our eye. Kind of different. Let me hit the chat real quick. Frankie Bang Bang in the building says, "Yo ho boys," with the peace sign and the shades on. What up, Frankie? What up? What up? What up? Ron Photo says, once the 49ers settled for the field goal in overtime and Patrick got the ball, everyone and their mom knew it was over. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I mean, I had kind of was anticipating that Kansas City was going to win anyway, if we're going to keep it 100. fact, a lot of people asked me about that today at work. Who was I pulling for? And I'm like, yep. And then we found out, you got more people that's on the same team than you think. Red to Play in the building says, yep, good game. I'm from the A and had to support Usher. Yo, I don't know about, I know Usher had a lot of hits, but some of them I just like, they're just so timeless. Like, dude, like, and think about it, it's still songs that he didn't do that's still like a big hit. You know what I mean? Like, guys just, I mean, honestly, if it didn't make you want to get up, if it did not, and I'm going to tell my age here, it took me down memory lane and I was ready to try to get up and dance, and I can't dance to save my life, but I'm like, man, I feel like I can, you know what I mean? Like, Usher, true performer, man. From the day he started doing music. He's always been very entertaining. Let's see. Divine says, the Usher performance was good, but the most talked about him getting too close to Alicia Keys. I saw that, and I'm gonna pull that up. I'll pull that up too, man. When I saw the performance, I didn't think nothing of it. I really didn't. I mean, sure, maybe he got a little too close. I also heard rumors as well that they used, and this is alleged, but I don't know. I also heard they used to actually date low-key back in the day. I don't know. This is alleged, but I also heard that floating around. My thing is this. They're both performers, and while Alicia Keys is, and this, okay, give you another case in point, right? Alicia Keys, we can throw her in the R&B category. Not to pick on Alicia Keys, right? But Alicia Keys' performance basically is pretty much on that piano singing, kind of like a Stevie Wonder, but even Stevie Wonder had one of these numbers, no disrespect to Stevie Wonder, but, Alicia gets on there, sings on the keyboard, and then every now and then where it doesn't require her to play the piano, she'll get up. She's not about to do all one of the Usher moves and do a backflip and all that. She does clap your hands and come along and sing, that's the difference. That's what I'm saying. You got back in the day, they would have told her you got to get some type of dance. You know what I'm saying? Can't just rely on this. That's how it was a lot of ways when those groups were coming up. And I'm not trying to diss Alicia. I'm just doing a little slight comparison. I'm like, I don't even know if Alicia done a Super Bowl before. You know what I mean? And she had one of the biggest hits of all time. Divine Photo says, what about R. Kelly? Despite what he did, Kales did put in work. You know what? I saw that floating around. I saw Boosie put that out there. I'm not sure if that's where you got it from, Divine, but that's where I heard it from, floating around. Boosie always got his 2 cents. R. Kelly, right? Yes, I agree. He could get another person who is a true performer as well. For him to not be the super dance body like Usher, he still got his show, you can tell, and he still does he really brings it down. My thing with R. Kelly, yes, his catalog, yes, but they ain't gonna let him get that just because of his back history, that he, that's, I'm still gonna say alleged, and I'm gonna say this about the R. Kelly situation too, man. If any of this is true, and I know he's been found guilty of stuff and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly what. But all that stuff that we heard about him, my question is, why wasn't the parents charged with anything? Because I mean, I understand if your daughter gone for months and saying she not coming home and she need to be home, and he can't keep her without y'all permission, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know where she at. I don't know, maybe it's more, it's got to be more to it. That's all. I hope it's more to it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let me hit the chat again, but I think R. Kelly would do a great job, if despite the trouble and stuff, despite the background history, if we had a clean R. Kelly, yeah, he's got some super duper timeless music as well. You got to take that out of the take his personal issues out of the situation. I can see that Divine all the way. Let's see. Red to Play says, love Usher, but I bump Breezy a notch above in terms of live performances. Okay, so look, to be fair, right? I get what you're saying. Like, yes, you also got to keep in mind there's an age difference between Breezy, Chris Brown, aka Breezia. So Chris Brown, there's an age gap between him and Usher. Usher in his prime still would have probably gave him a run for his money. Now, dance wise, but now, yeah, Usher's honestly he didn't look like he missed a beat or was tired or anything, but you can tell he wasn't on that level of what he used to be. But I'll say Chris Brown definitely dance move wise he is better, but singing ability though, I mean, that's a tough call. That's a tough one. Let's see. No Hype in the building says, salute fam. What up, No Hype? What up, what up, what up? Divine Photo says, according to people I know, they saw Usher. They say Usher always put on a great show in Vegas. Yeah, I've heard about that as well. He's got a what is it? A regency or yeah, what is? I'm thinking it's like an R word, like residency. Yeah, he has a residency in Vegas where pretty much he's gonna perform there X amount of times throughout the week. So I would assume, like, think about this. Ever since he started doing that, remember when Keke Palmer got in trouble? You know what I mean? Not necessarily trouble, but how he seduced her and how she reacted and how her baby daddy reacted. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So everybody say you can't break. This is my thing though. If I had a boo, I wouldn't go. She couldn't make me go with her. He ended up doing all that, and I'm not finna sit right there next to him now. If it happened at the show and I'm not there, it is what it is. I'm just happy you brought your what home. I'm glad she came home. I just hear about it in the background and tone it out. You know what I mean? Let's see. The Slayer says, what's Gucci, my people? What up, Slayer? What up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and up out of this thing, man. Appreciate it. We just talking this Super Bowl thing, and man. And Usher is, honestly, I consider I'm going to put him in GOAT status, man. You got to put him in GOAT status, I like what the halftime shows up and bring. To be honest, right? If I'm gonna be fair, right off top rip, because what we had Dr. Dre and them last year, Usher was way better than Dr. Dre them. Dr. Dre them got timeless music, but I mean, like, theirs was, you can tell, that said, like, hey, you can put anybody. Not saying it's not easy, but I'm saying, like, 50 them or whatever, you just gotta rap, and the guys next to you do the dancing and make it look good. You know what I mean? And all that. So. Yeah, not saying it's not hard. I'm just saying Usher did you see Usher how sweaty he was? And think about it he also had 15 minutes. He had 15 minutes, right? Played all those hits in 15 minutes and still had more. And check this out. Look, he changed wardrobes throughout the set at least 2-3 times. Then he had on skates, then he got out of the shoes. Like, that's gotta be exhausting. I know there's people there helping him do that XYZ, but it is just one of those, like, how do you get that fast where we don't, you know what I mean? He's off the stage for, like, it feels like 10 seconds and he's back on in a completely different fit. Like, how did you do that? That's what I want to see I want to see, like, a behind the scenes, a wardrobe change and how fast they get it done. Because, like, he can't be doing it all himself. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. And now, if he would have stayed in the whole fit the entire time, most people do. Think about he's their wardrobe change. And ladies be doing it too. Don't get me wrong. I ain't just talking about Usher. They all be doing that joint. Let's see. Red to Play says, honestly, having the guests Ludacris, Lil Jon, etc. made it for me. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, right? When he did Love in His Club featuring Jeezy, yo, if he would have brought Jeezy out, I swear, when I was watching that joint, I pause on this, no homo, pause what I'm about to say, but I was like, yo, if he bring Jeezy out during this part, I'm about to scream like I'm a fan, you know what I mean? Like, yo, because that joint, it was just vibing. But yeah, people he brought out was cool, true A-Town, but it would have been nice to have Jeezy on that joint. That would have been perfect, you know what I mean? Alicia Keys was cool, but I feel like their section did take a little, her slow thing. She took up at least a good 2-3 minutes, her and him together, and he's got a lot to squeeze in 15 minutes. Pause. Manny with the Kick says, yerp, what up, Manny? What up? Slayer says, Usher definitely ate some spicy food before performing. Hey, think about it. Think about this. If you watch that, they didn't miss a step or a beat. You didn't see nobody slip, no nothing. This dude danced in roller skates. This dude changed outfits. And think about it. He did come back and they did wipe him down, but that man he was not standing still. Like, and when he did that light, where the light was flashing on him and he did all his little aerobic joints, I'm like, this dude is about to, he went off. Usher went off, yo. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Usher went off yesterday, bro. Like, I was super geeked. I was like super geek. Like I'm sorry, that beat Dr. Dre and Snoop and them, you know what I'm saying? They got good songs and I love their music, but like performance wise, Usher made those guys, you know, and I know he is probably younger than them too, but still, Usher was on another planet, man. And that's why I'm gonna share my screen in a minute and read all the freaking ones that's been, and then I wanna say, like, I'm gonna say this. No matter how you slice it and dice it, whoever coming up next year, that's going to be a tough act to follow. And I heard some people complaining that he didn't do any of his new music. I'm glad he didn't, right? This was about timeless. This is showing timeless. And Usher has so many hits. He just dropped the album on Friday, right? And I think some people are like, man, I ain't playing no songs from the albums. That's the thing. You got to think. He's got to appeal to the whole audience. People watching at home, the whole audience. He went with something that something that everybody should know. If he'd have did the new album, everybody like, I don't know this song. It would have been boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect. Not saying the new album don't hit, but he ain't had enough time to work the songs and get the his hits on there. He's been working on this. It's been on the top of the totem pole. And pause. And you know what kills me about the halftime show? And I don't know if this is true or not, but y'all can confirm this for me because I hear this a lot. Don't know if it's true. So allegedly, they don't even get paid for the show. Like, they don't even get paid. Like, I'm sorry, that was $1 million show. He deserved $1 million. I know how they say, like, well, his sales and everything is about to go through the roof and he's gonna get his money like that. That performance, I'm glad he took it. But at the same time, bro, how many artists you can say, like, well, Usher did the halftime show, like, his streams went up, but I mean, he was already getting it. You know what I mean? It's like me doing it as, like, you know, say like I'm on the level of like Gunna, where you do it for free, you might as well just do a show, bro. No disrespect. And, you know, Gunna good, but he ain't global yet. Like, Usher's global. That's a different ball game, you know. And to be fair, Usher's been in the music industry a whole lot longer too, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let me hit the chat real quick. Divine Photo says, you get him how you meet him. Swiss cheated on Mashonda for Alicia Keys. And plus, if someone did that to my girl while I'm there, would be problems. Oh, shit. Yo, I might feel some type of way, but I'd be like, that it's just performing. You know what I'm saying? You know your girl. And I do remember him being married, I thought. Because the reason I remember who the girl was originally that Swiss Beats used to talk to, when they remember that show MTV Cribs? They did an MTV Cribs. It was him and the boys and her. And I think they said they was married. So, yeah. And then he, you know, started talking to Alicia Keys and just left. From what it looked, from the outside looking in. Now, it could be a whole nother thing like that. So, allegedly. But I get what you're saying, Divine. And she was bad, too. The first chick, Mashonda, she was straight. Like, I mean, no disrespect to Alicia Keys. She not ugly, but I mean, like, the other girl wasn't either. You know, they both attractive. I mean, he just got one of those. I ain't saying he ain't have to, like, and I don't condone cheating, but I mean, like, maybe one time for the one time, because you don't get that. You know, Alicia Keys is something like, you know what I mean? Like, it only comes around once in a lifetime. I would have probably, like, boom, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, and just left it alone, you know? I don't know. I don't know what I would have did. I don't know. I can't, it's one of those situations you got to be in there, but if you got a shorty already holding you down, then, yeah. That's my thing with it. Let's see. Manuel the Kick says, my favorite Super Bowl halftime is Riri. So you talking Rihanna. I can't give it to Rihanna, bruh. And I know she was pregnant, so I get it. 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 She's still not they got performance, but she never been like that. I ain't seen her do no super wild, super technical dances. You know what I mean? Like, my favorite song by her is that Pour It Up song. That joint go hard. But I don't think I know Jay-Z, that's like his like right under person where he's pretty much endorsed, you know. I think that was the last person he endorsed. Now that Megan Thee Stallion is doing it, everybody feels some type of way. But Rihanna's was decent, but I feel like, you know, a nun, and no disrespect, because I understand she can do what she want to do, but I feel like a non-pregnant Riri would have it would have been up another level, but I still don't think it would have touched Usher's level. No disrespect. I don't care what condition. She can be in her prime. I don't think it would have touched Usher's. No Hype says, Manny, salute. Manny with a Kick says 85, salute 100. Manny says, what's up, Divine Slayer? The Slayer says, at Manny, got the hands up. Manny with a Kick says, I'm willing to wager that Chris Brown can surpass that effortlessly. Bruh, no, he can't. Like, and y'all, let me put it away. You probably thinking he could pass Usher's performance just off of dancing. Okay, cool. All right, sure. And a younger Chris Brown, you know what? I'm going to do it for shits and giggles. I got to look up the age difference. Let me see. Usher's age, and then I'm going to look up Chris Brown age, because everybody want to. So Usher, 45 years old, right? Okay. And then we got, let me see what Briss Breezy is, which I'm pretty sure Chris Brown is still in his 30s, bruh. Chris Brown age. Y'all bet 34. So Chris Brown is 34. Yeah, so whole completely another difference right there. You know what I'm saying? Nearly over a decade. You know what's crazy is I didn't even have to do it on the first page. It has Chris Brown right underneath it. So 45 for Usher, 34 for Chris Brown. He better outdance him, but can he out-sync this is the thing. When it comes to something like a Usher and a Chris Brown, it's gonna boil down to the hits. Low key, no disrespect. Because Usher's been in the game much longer, he's got way more hits than Chris Brown. Chris Brown up there, and he is a like perfect runner-up. He could do a Super Bowl. Hey, to be honest, I think, to be fair, it would be nice to see Briss Breezy run it next year for the halftime show. If we're going to keep it on, we're going to speak that already. If we want to talk who should do it next year, you know what I'm saying? I think Briss Breezy should step up to, I'm going to put it this way, if nobody explode, like, through the roof this year, because we still got all the summer for hits and stuff like that to push them over the top, I think it should be Chris Brown. You know what I mean? And performance-wise, yeah, he'll touch it there, but as far as song ability where everybody knows something, he got some, but not on the level of a Chris Brown. I mean, not on the level of a Usher. And that's just how I'm going to put it at that. Let me touch the chat again real quick. Let's see. Red to Play says, you know they have to even it out. So next year we'll have a Garth Brooks hat. No, hey, look. I don't think so, because Jay-Z is the one who is putting together all the halftime shows. So I'm pretty sure he going to have... I don't know why y'all, if y'all notice it, but it's been Rihanna, Dr. Dre and them, and then now we just got Usher. So he's bringing all the bigger, they're trying to cater to get our stuff some way in the shape or form on there, right? So yeah, I don't think those guys are gonna be in for a while. And to be honest, hip hop and R&B is the only thing I feel like that's still floating around. The only other person I think they may get, if the Chiefs have a good chance of going back, it may be Taylor Swift, because I don't think she's done it. But I'm gonna go over the list here in just a second. Let's see. The Slayer says, every single mom over 30 yelling at their TVs. Hey, bro. That joint went hard. Usher went hard, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Let's see. SISA says, Lil Wayne since in New Orleans next year. No disrespect to Wayne. Does he have enough commercial hits that is like where it is like everybody? I know Lollipop gonna make it pause. The That's like one of his biggest songs, I think. Lollipop, How to Hate. But I don't think Wayne is. I know he's considered the GOAT in hip hop, but he don't have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He has them, but he doesn't have them too, because he just as much like commercial stuff, he got street stuff too. You know what I mean? So Wayne, man, work ethic on another level. I think I would like to see Wayne more up on it. Like if Chris Brown did it, that mean Wayne could definitely cause think about it, they got several hits together. Chris Brown and Lil Wayne. So you know Wayne gonna show up for that, especially in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it would have to be the one with just him and Chris Brown, because you know, like it's one with Chris Brown, Wayne, and Tiger. Tiger ain't no disrespect to Tiger, but he ain't Super Bowl ready. You know, if we gotta think about Wayne, I know we don't got no disrespect to Tiger, because he got some hits too that I rock with, for real. But that's just my whole thing. Like if we gotta count that out, you know, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. But Wayne, I don't know. I would like to see him as a good feature. That's how I would like to see him. Let's see. Man with a Kick says, if he gets the chance to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, let's see. Divine Photo says, what's good, Manny? The Slayer says, a Weezy performance would be killer. It would be dope, but does he have, like you saw, Usher gonna be a tough act to follow, bruh. And my thing, does Wayne have that many, like, commercial hit? Because, to be honest, that's what you want to do at the Super Bowl. You don't want to do your new stuff. You got to do your timeless stuff. He's got timeless. And think about it. If you be 100, Wayne's been rapping since 1999. You know what I mean? So, he possibly do have it. Now, my thing is this, too, just, can Wayne, Wayne performs, but I don't know, man. Like, it's a rap stuff. I still think we should still keep the R&B stuff going with a little, who still got some dance moves. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just because Usher did such a great job, it got me in that R&B mood, man. Let me see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Divine Photo says, if we get a Drake and Future Super Bowl performance, that would be something. Drake could probably do it, and yeah, he would have to bring out Future. Then he could bring out Wayne. I think Drake would be Drake could be a good one. He's got a lot of super commercial hits, so Drake would be a good one for sure. I think so. Drake has also been the top most selling artist for last year, year before that. You know what I mean? So. Man with the Kick says, Usher needs to relax with the Keith Sweat BS. Hey, chill, bruh. Keith Sweat songs go hard too, though. The Slayer says, did Usher shower before the performance? Goddamn. Hey, he out in front of yeah, look, man. I know what y'all talking about. Whenever the lights hit him and how the boy, you could see the water, the sweat particles on his face. Like, you know how some people just see it run down? Like, his joints was beaded up, pause. But it was it wasn't moving. So, yeah. But he worked. That boy was working. That's the whole meat and potatoes of what everybody need to get. He wasn't doing the typical stand the mic, then he got to jump down and maybe let his dancers and he got to cross in between them. He's doing the moves with them while singing. You know, a live performance. Think about it. How does he sound good singing while he's dancing? Because I know, if you ever just try to sing one of these whole songs straight through sometimes, if you don't prepare yourself, you easily run out of breath. Pause. Yeah, so, but yeah, he was definitely sweating, so I see why y'all call him Keith Sweat. Divine Photo says, Usher hits from the beginning of his career along with top breezy last 3 albums. Yeah. And that was, I remember whenever, I don't know if they still do it, but remember during whenever everything was shut down, I ain't gonna say what because you know how YouTube is, but remember when we was having the versus joint and everybody kept saying it should have been a Chris Brown versus Usher? I'm like, bro, that ain't a good match. Usher been around, you know what I mean? You can't, the thing is, they have to battle somebody in their decade or during their era. And I know that's kind of like, well, they still both putting out music and they still out, but I'm talking about like, y'all know what I mean. Like he got somebody around his scope where they were just as hot as him, whenever, you know, R&B wise. So that's just where I look at that one. But yeah, I agree, Devon. That would be, I don't think Usher would have any problems, right? He would just be chilling. Mandarin Kick says Lil Wayne and Chris Brown plus Drake. I think, to be honest, it need to be Drake, and then he can bring out Chris. Drake got a headline the show. You know, he gonna get because the most known. You know what I mean? Chris, this is my thing. The reason why it's gonna be tough for Chris Brown because of his history. You know what I mean? A lot of people still don't like him now, and like I've talked about the Chris Brown situation as well. And I ain't gonna say which one because even last time I even touched on the topic and brought up his name, they flagged the video. They let me keep it up, but they were like, yeah, we ain't, you know, it's limited, this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, I ain't even say nothing. But yeah, I think, you know, they were both very young when that happened. And if Rihanna can forgive him, everybody else should too. They were both young. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't just do that just because he felt like doing it. Not saying it was right, but you know, nobody talks about the possibility that, did she provoke him? You know, and it doesn't probably matter, but I mean, at the same time, I'm just trying to give Chris Brown some leeway here. I don't think he would have just, you know, I don't see nobody just doing it for fun. Red to Play says, Wayne, Hot Boys reunion, maybe, but I'm with you. No, not mainstream enough. Yeah, no disrespect. Like, I know who Wayne is, and I'm saying Wayne definitely does his thing, but, I don't know if he's ready. Is he big enough for the masses? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So, but we've had some people that I'm pretty sure that once we go through this list, we're probably gonna be like, they made it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. The Slayer says, all jokes aside, the Usher performance was solid. Yeah, he killed it. I don't see where he didn't miss a beat, so to speak. You know what I mean? But let me share my screen real quick. I'm going to talk about every Super Bowl halftime performance there is and then go from there. Let me see if I can get them all there. Super Half rank, whereas Usher ranked between Prince, YouTube. I think I'm going to do this one here. I believe there is been, to the best of my knowledge, 34 of them. So we shall see. Let me see if I can just get my screen right. Give me like 2 seconds, everybody. Well, I thought I could, but if this one don't show it, then I'll find another one real quick because they want you to, I guess, pay for it after a certain amount. Collapse. Boom. I think I should be good right here. Yeah. So, is it 34? Let me double check. Make sure I get it all right because there seem like people start. So we got 36. So let's see real quick. I'm going to share my screen and then I'm pretty sure we'll all get some good memories off of these right here. Let me share my screen. Boom. You guys should be seeing me right now. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Looks like audio is looking good. But here, right? This right here is pretty much every Super Bowl halftime show ranked from worst to best. And this was February 12, 2024. So this should be somewhat recent. So if we got 36, because I didn't know how many joints it was. Like, because this is number 36, the Black Eyed Peas in 2011. I forgot they did the Super Bowl, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because this was Super Bowl 58 though, I thought. You know what I'm saying? But it's only been 36 performances. I don't know. But I'll read through these. We'll see what else. Y'all correct me if I'm like wrong with the numbers. But yeah, so 36 was Black Eyed Peas. And this is not my order, everybody. I'm just literally going over who did it. Everything from 1967 to 1989. So I guess they didn't have like, okay, so this was New Kids on the Block in 1991. But I think from 60, I got to read this real quick. So number 35, it says, before the 90s, the Super Bowl honchos had no idea that they could turn the halftime show into part of the event until then. It was bathroom break, so there was no point in making marginal distinctions between the first 24 of them. A low budget. So I guess from what this is saying, from 1967 to 1989, there was no halftime performances. Okay. It says, so there's no point in making it. It says a low budget blur of college marching bands, Elvis impressions. Oh wow, so that's all they used to be back in the day. Just to be like a marching band and like some pretty much Elvis wannabes. Carol Cleaning, George Burns, the inside of the Ice Super Bowls. Okay, so these were what they did. It says Burns the Rockets, and year after year up with people whose were Chipper Kastrovic picked up in ice between Super Bowls, then defrosted as the annual reminder to NFL fans that bladers get full and plumbing can help. It be silly to judge by the modern standards since none were planned for as anything the cheese ball filler. Okay, so yeah, this was at once just was like fillers and nobody took it serious. But at least they weren't the Black Eyed Peas. Okay. So then they got number 34 was New Kids on the Block. I think I remember some of their songs. 33 was Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, what is this? Enrique Iglesias. Hoping I'm saying that correctly. Tony Braxton and Tina Turner. That was in 2000. To be fair, bro, I don't know. And I like Christina Aguilera, and I like Tina Turner and Phil Collins. I probably like them in some way, shape, or form that I don't realize. But yeah, man, I don't know. I wouldn't put that as like memorable. Then we got Gloria Epstein and the Olympic figure skaters. Yeah, definitely not a memorable one if you ask me. Let's see. We have Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett, Teddy Pendergrass, and Miami Sound Machine in 1995. I definitely need to. I don't even think I watched that one. I had to be like a little kid. We had Pete Fountain, Emma Thomas, and Doug Crenshaw and Snoopy in 1990. Oh, is he the Blues Brothers? Yeah, I remember these. This is the Blues Brothers in 1997. I never understood their like theme. Like I watched a movie about them and everything, but I couldn't get into it. Then also we have Maroon 5 in 2019. I do remember Maroon 5 doing their thing. I like Maroon 5 songs, bro. They went hard. So this is Maroon 5 here because that's Adam Levine. And then it's got The Who was in 2010. I don't know who The Who is. So like I said, it's just some people that I didn't even know they did. 26 was Tyner Tucker, Clint Black, and Travis Truth and the Judes. So I don't even know that, but it looked like it was Stevie Wonder back there. But and then of course we have this one. Everybody can't forget this one. This was in 2004. Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, P. Diddy, Kid Rock, Jessica Simpson, and Nelly. So Nelly's done the Super Bowl, bro. A lot of people be sleeping on Nelly. I did see that video floating around where his teeth did fall out randomly. He lost a joint. Yeah, I didn't know that. But Boys and Men was number 24. Boys and Men definitely deserved it. They did a good thing. 2018 was Justin Timberlake. So Justin Timberlake's basically done it twice now. If you look at it, to me, man, to keep it 100, I'm not a big Justin Timberlake fan. I messed with some of his songs, but a whole halftime show, I don't think he got it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He doesn't. I know they did it because he played Rock Your Body, Cry Me a River, which, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess he just played all his songs all the way through. Usher had so many songs, he couldn't play any of them all the way through. Then we have in 1999 Stevie Wonder and Gloria Epstein. So she's done it twice. And we got obviously Stevie Wonder. Great voice, man. And for this guy to be blind, super duper talented, man. And then in 2003 we have Sting and No Doubt and Swan Twan. Not even sure who that is. So yeah, but I know Sting. Only reason I know Sting like that is because that song like Missing You that Diddy made, he sampled it from Sting, and Sting gets all of the money allegedly from that song, and it's still dedicated to Biggie. Cause he sampled like every step you take, I ain't gonna sing it, but y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Bear with the kid, yo. So we got another one. The Weeknd was 2021. I'm not a big Weeknd fan. I'm not trying to. I know some people. I know some diehard like Weeknd fans, but I just honestly I can't get into his music all the way. I'm not saying I don't like some of his stuff. In 2014, Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But see how they had to do it together? Yeah, interesting. Let's see. And then we have Usher did 2024. They're putting this on this list, Usher's number 18. I'm sorry, but Usher, this is a top 5 contender for me. This is top 5. But, like, you know what I mean? I want to put it in the top 3, but it's got to be at least top 5, dog. Diana Ross did 1996. Let's see. Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. They did it in 2016. And then Beyonce, I think she's done it twice, too. Then 2008 was Tom Petty. I can't name you a Tom Petty song to save my life. What does he got? Yeah, I don't even know his stuff like that. Oh, there they go. The king right here. This is another one this one is a timeless artist, man. You got to give Mike credit where credit is due here, man. This dude is a GOAT. You know what I mean? I know the perform like he didn't even sing, I think, for X amount of times, and the crowd just went crazy. You know what I mean? The anticipation, like whoever was like, think about it, he was a true performer. Take all the bad stuff about him that was put out there, whatever about him, but he is a true performer. Michael Jackson, one of my favorite like artists of all time. He was a true performer. You know what I mean? Like let me see what songs he did on here. He said, I Want You Back on Soul Train, Billie Jean, Motown 25, Man in the Mirror in 1998, Grammys, the last one. Yeah, this dude went off. I know he went off. And then who is this one? Paul McCartney. I feel like they gotta, it's been very versatile so far. And then it looked like Katy Perry and Missy Elliott did it in 2015. I don't think I even paid attention to that one. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Let's see. And then the Rolling Stones did it in 2006. So, ain't the lead singer like Mick Jagger or something like that? Yeah, I think so. I don't know why I know that randomly. Then they have Lady Gaga. I wasn't too fond of Lady Gaga's, man. I remember hers in 2017. No disrespect. And I'm not saying she don't have some good songs. But, like, yeah, it's just, they got to do other stuff to make it phenomenal. You know what I mean? Madonna in 2012. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure she had a nice little performance going along, too. I think I remember that one a little bit. And 2023 was Rihanna. We all remember that one. I can't say it's number 8. No disrespect to Rihanna or whatever, and I know she was pregnant, but I mean, just look at her stage presence. Like, Usher had all that, but he was like, you know what I'm saying? Look how many, you know what I mean? It's not the same, No disrespect. Usher's catalog and his ability to perform and sing at the same time, yeah. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Rihanna. And I like some of her music too. Man with the Kick says, it's 8 o'clock on the dot and the drop top cruising the streets. Ooh, yeah. See, everybody know that song, bro. I'm sorry I had to bust out that note right there, but literally, everybody knows the song. Like, Rihanna's songs, I know some. Like, I guess you can say one of her major hits was, what is it? Umbrella. I remember that. And she probably got way more than that, but that's just off the top of my head. Let's see. Number 7 was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street band in 2009. No disrespect. I do remember 2020. It was Shakira and J-Lo, a.k.a. Jennifer Lopez. That's my boo. I gotta let that one. I'm gonna get that one a pass. I'm gonna get that one a pass. I watched that one just because it was them. Like they, whew, like Jennifer Lopez, whatever she doing, keep doing it, bro. Like she looks like, great. So I ain't gonna sit up here. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like whatever you doing, keep it up. And then let's see, we have it says Aerosmith, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Nelly, and Mary J. Blige. So Nelly's done it twice. You think about it, Nelly's done it twice too. Wow. That's crazy. He hasn't done it by himself, but he's got it where he's been in with enough groups. So think about that. That's what two people that we can think of that's done it twice. You know what I mean? And then if you put NSYNC in there, that's technically Justin Timberlake again. So this wasn't his first time, or I think his third time. Let me see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Red to Play says Riri's show was pure art, dropping theoristics and totally different show. Shouldn't compare to Usher. Yeah, you kind of can't compare them because to be fair, yeah, Riri could, even if it was like her, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is, but that either way, yeah, different ball game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. Totally different ball game. Totally different ball game. But yeah, you right. Now let's see who else we got. We got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, and Kendrick Lamar. I'm not mad at this one. I don't know why the page just dropped on me, but I'm gonna scroll back. Here we go. I don't know why they This is my thing too. This is what I'm gonna say. I almost lost my train of thought. The Eminem joint, he's kneeling, right? Notice how it doesn't have the same impact as whenever who am I thinking of who did it originally and now he can't even play anymore? Kaepernick. It wasn't as when Kaepernick did it, it was wrong. He's done this several times, you know what I mean? Where he did it 2 times to see if he can get the whole I guess people attention. Like he's kneeling and got his head down. Like, bro, that ain't it. Like I know he's saying because he taking Kaepernick for Kaepernick. Like he did one of those. I don't know how the song go, but you know what I'm saying. That's how he spit it or whatever. And that's when he brought out them Fire Red 3s, but the Eminem version, super dope by the way. Let me hit the chat real quick. I see Man with a Kick says, thank you, Red to Play. And she was Prego Polo. Yo, okay, I get it. At the same time, though, hey, you still gotta come with it. You gotta come with it. And I'm not saying she didn't do a good job, but I'm sorry, bro, but all she did was a couple of these little joints like this and, stomped her foot here and there. I'm sorry. Not saying she wasn't singing and good, but I'm just saying, you can't compare. Y'all right. It's not fair to compare it. I'll just leave it at that. You can't compare it. But Dr. Dre's stuff wasn't, the songs were great, but, it just wasn't. And then it was Dr. Dre's songs, that he produced, but he only rapped on I don't know, man. That one, little overrated for me. But I did like it. And then in 2013, Beyonce did it. But as you can see, she's got, obviously, Destiny Child, basically, because she got the girls with her right there. So, but yeah, I know Beyonce had did it. So she only did it 2 times. You know what I'm saying? U2, yeah, I remember them from, I think they had a song called Virgo or something like that. I remember something like that was called by that joint. But they did it in 2002. Prince, another legend. Prince, I gotta give it for Prince. 2007, number 1. He's number 1. Legend. I'm sorry, legend. If I gotta do my own rankings right now, and I'm gonna go through the other lists and see what they are too, because I want to do some comparison real quick. This is Rolling Stones, but they have Prince as number 1. I think that's well deserved. Prince, definitely well deserved. Michael Jackson. Honestly, you could almost tie Michael Jackson and Prince. You know what I'm saying? To be fair, to be honest, I'm going to put Mike at number 1, bro. I'm going to put Mike at number 1. And then you got you got to give it to Prince next. And then plus it started raining while he was playing Purple Rain. The guy, I'm gonna say this: all the stories I heard about RP to Prince, RP to Michael Jackson as well. By the way, man, while we're talking on this, man, all gone too soon, but all heavenly respected. You know what I mean? These guys were a master of their craft. You know what I mean? Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Man on the Kick says Riri ain't Sexy Red. Hey. But Sexy Red still, I mean, she was you can tell as that bet where she couldn't hide it no more. You could tell she was starting to slow down on the stage and stuff like that. She couldn't throw it like she want to, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I'll say Prince definitely, him and Michael Jackson should be definitely top two. Let me see what else. That's just based off of Rolling Stones, but let's see what everybody else has on here. They had 36. This one only shows 34. So we'll see how this goes. It says Super Bowl halftime shows ranked. Where does Usher rank with Prince, U2, and Rihanna? And so it says surprise guest, roller skates, shirtless Usher, and a spicy hug with Alicia Keys to pawn names that served as a recipe of a memorable Super Bowl. And I believe that is 58 to the best of my knowledge. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, right? Halftime show Sunday evening, and by the final, when Lil Jon and Ludacris joined Usher on stage, yeah, it felt like we just seen a great halftime show. One of the greatest of all time, if you ask me, dog. I'm going to keep it 100. Man on the Kick says, MJ number uno for Mr. Too Long Live Prince. Too Long Live Prince. Hey, Michael got some timeless music. He's global. Prince is global too, but you got nobody. Michael Jackson, when people would just be like, they would be crying before they could even go to the concert, man. Like, he had that stage lit. You know what I mean? So, all this little conspiracies behind it and stuff like that, man, I don't know, man. You know, who am I? But I know what I seen when I watched him. When he had, for the longest, it took me years to realize that little lean joint he used to do, Michael Jackson, when he used to get on the joint and just lean forward, and he would lean so far low. You're like, how the hell is he able to stay there and not fall? But it was because the shoes he had, he would hook up on those screws and then boom and do all that. Very interesting, man. But that's Michael, man. And he killed it, man. Killed it. Legend. Yeah, but I can see why you say number one. Let me read through this real quick. It says, let me scroll down. It says, but where does it rank of all time guests to determine the factoring in the entire performance, including the shaky vocals for the first half, is a must. So here goes a full ranking of every Super Bowl halftime show from 1991 till present. Yeah, so pretty much, I guess they got it broke down right here. Did they get the appropriate? Oh, so they're going off how they gave the point system right here. Okay, so I guess like music says instrumental vocals performance, combination of lighting. Wow, they're going off of lighting. They're going off of high energy. They're going off the 10 points means we're still talking about it. 1 point means the same thing, but for all the wrong reasons. Okay, and then vibes, cool. That's out of 12. So we'll see how they get all these points, man. Interesting. It says, so Gloria Epstein is at number 34. They gave her a 9. Let's see, New Kids on the Block at 33. So we know about that. Patti LaBelle. Let's see, the Blues Brothers. They seem like they're getting theirs a little bit more. Black. Okay, so this isn't technically Usher's, and this is a tie apparently. I didn't know Black Eyed Peas Slash and Usher. So, but this is Usher doing it by himself. Okay, so I thought this was Usher's first time ever, but he was doing it with like Black Eyed Peas and them. Okay, because when they say like, oh my God, he did that song with Black Eyed Peas, I'm sure, because that's one of their like biggest hits. Will.i.am, I think, produced that joint. Let's see, let me hit the chat real quick. Says Red to Play says Mike has to be up there with Prince. Usher and Breezy got their style from Mike. Come on, yeah, this is true. Mike influenced a lot of today's music You know what I mean? And yeah, so you can see the inspiration from Mike and both those guys. Chris Brown got a little bit more, you know what I mean? I remember like, okay, low key joke real quick. One place where I used to work at, well, this isn't a joke, but it's real life. One place where I used to work at, right, years ago, right? We was talking about JT. We was saying Chris Brown versus JT, and he said that's what he was calling him, JT, because that's what they called him, Justin Timberlake. We was like, yo, no disrespect, but Chris Brown would mop the floor with Justin Timberlake dance moves. And this was the thing, we wasn't talking songs, we wasn't talking hits, we was talking just off of dancing capability. And he was like, yo, I don't know, man, JT got some nice moves. I'm like, bro, he look like he's stiffer than a... Justin Timberlake, I'm sorry, you can tell he's choreographed. If he'd never been choreographed, he couldn't do that stuff anyway. Even when he did those little dance and bebop joints, I'm sorry, he can't dance compared to Chris Brown and Usher. And you know why? I'm gonna just say this. Chris Brown, you see his rhythm. Usher's rhythm is not as good as Chris Brown, but it could have been, it probably was in his prime, but he's still, you know what I mean? Usher not the youngest right now. He in his 40s, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he is feeling that. You know what I'm saying? When you cross over to another like when you go from 20 to 30, you feel it. When you go from 30 to 40, I've been told you feel it. But yeah, I don't know, man. So that it's a lot that comes into this stuff that you gotta compare it to. Let's see. Manuel Kick says, and long live Prince. My bad, most definitely. Got you. It says, Mike has to be up there with Prince. Read that one. Yeah, but Mike, yeah, he has to be because he's the GOAT, man. Like, only reason I'm not playing some of these performances because I would have to play them on mute because you know there'll be a copy strike. But yeah, Mike's up there, man. Legend. No matter how you slice it and dice it. Let's see. Manuel Kick says, facts, read to play. Let's see. The Slayer says, Mike, the definition of a true. Thank you. Hey, say it again, Slayer, for the people in the back, bro. Say it again. Michael Jackson is like when you think of like icon, it's definitely what you can put next to his name. And everybody that met him said he had such a cool story. Think about it. He's got songs where he was cool with Chris Tucker, even when he came back and he did the little one joint, and they're like, he can't just move like he used to. Like, yeah, he had slowed down, but he still had his thing going on. You know what I'm saying? His dance move. You ask somebody to name. I'll put it this way. You can do that with Usher. That's another thing I think that should qualify with the people that's doing the Super Bowl. Like, you should be able to run up to at least. We'll put a number out there. If you run up to 10 people to name the person that you think that should be doing the Super Bowl, at least 8 should know something or who you talking about, and the other 2 could probably be clueless. You can say that about Usher, and you can say that I'll say this about Michael Jackson. See who you can find out who don't know who he is, and let me clarify, know of him, like not know him personally, but. Think about this. When you think of the name Michael Jackson, nobody's questioning who you're thinking about. They know exactly who you're talking about. Usher, not on that level, but he is on that level. But he's not. I can't give him. He's up there, but not on. He didn't. Michael status was on another level. He really truly was on another planet. Who is this? Fergie and joint. So. Let me see this because this look like Fergie. Who is this? This is that is Fergie, but she's a part of the Black Eyed Peas. I totally forgot. This is my thing that was weird to me about the Black Eyed Peas joint, right? I remember when it just used to be 3 of them. Like I forgot the name of the other 2 people, but it was will.i.am and then 2 other dudes, and then Fergie came along like later, and she just I don't know. Because I thought, like, Black Eyed Peas were supposed to be all hip-hop, rapping and stuff, and they slowly became into something different. Which is not bad. That just shows they're transitioning, but yeah. Let me hit the chat real quick. Red to Play says, Michael Jackson is to performing like Michael Jordan is to basketball. Yeah, I get what you get. Not yeah. And ironically, you know what? If you want to search it, there's been Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson commercials. I don't know if you guys know that. Have y'all seen those? Those are way back in the day. They always MJ to MJ. Come on, man. It was too much of a play on words. And it was just perfect. And I don't even want to know what type of bag those guys was getting, man. And they doing it because they just love it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Red the Play says, change the game. Yeah, Michael definitely changed the game. And you know who his influence was? Who he really, really looked up to? James Brown. He, like, that was like, man, like, because he saw how James Brown danced. Like, you got to be able to do both. People don't give Michael enough credit, dog. And I don't want to make this all about Michael, but they don't give Mike enough credit. Who else you know, right? I'm going to ask yourself, or do you even know anybody around you? Who you know, your family picked up on your talent at 5 years old after he won that talent show, and he been carrying the family ever since 5. But his dad saw the talent, though. A lot of people don't give Michael Jackson dad, which I believe his name was Joseph, they don't give him enough credit. I'm not saying he was Mr. Perfect, but when he saw that, he put him out there, and he put his money in there. He invested into it. Every time he got a little nickel and dime, he put it up there and got that group going, man. But Michael was on another planet, though. It was because Michael loved it. Michael was passionate for his craft. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, like, some people like, I'm doing this because I know I can sing. Michael doing this because this is what he wanted to do. Yeah. You got to give Michael credit where credit is due, man. Let's see. Bruce Springsteen, I'm pretty sure I can name some of his songs. But, again, you know, Diana Ross, I know she's a legend. The Who, 40 Years of Motown. Yeah, I think we saw that one, too. So, let's see. Ty was Christina Aguilera and Enrique Iglesias and Phil Collins and Tony Braxton, Shonda Twain. So a lot of people have these in the kind of the same thing. Justin Timberlake did 2018. Janet Jackson, P. Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, and Justin Timberlake. I remember that one. So that's Justin Timberlake 2 times again. The Rolling Stones, Stevie Wonder, and Big Bag Voodoo Daddy, and Gloria Epstein. She's done it. Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. I forgot that Travis was there. Wow. And Big Boy is one half of Outkast, so that's kind of crazy to have that kind of. I would have never seen that kind of like expect that. Let's see. The Slayer says James Brown is underrated in my opinion. Dude was a soul godfather. Oh heck yeah. That man sang like, you know, he had a different voice. And that was one of Michael Jackson's biggest influences, you know. Tom Petty, not sure, you know. I think we've seen that one before. So these are pretty much the same. Paul McCartney. Let's see, Clint Black. Let's see, Tiana Tucker, Travis Truitt, and the Judes. We remember that. Aerosmith, NSYNC, so that's Justin Timberlake again, Britney Spears, and Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. Nelly got up there again. Coldplay, Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson, and Beyonce. So yeah, Beyonce did it then. Lady Gaga. I don't think Lady Gaga was strong enough to do a performance all by herself. No, like to be a headline. You know what I mean? Usher, of course, they have him at 12. Usher, this was a crazy, man. And he did it in skates, a true performer, different outfits. He's sweaty, but it's crazy, though, to be fair. Not saying that y'all haven't been out there as long as he has, but everybody else looked like they chilling, but Usher, you can tell he don't bust the sweat, but maybe he's had more. He's been working the whole entire time, so I get it. You know what I mean? Still say if anybody else, I want to know if anybody out there was just as long as he had been out there. I'm just curious. The Weeknd was in 2021. Like I said, I wasn't a big Weeknd fan, man. No disrespect. Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, Missy Elliott, and Left Shark. I don't know who Left Shark is. Rihanna did it in 2023 by herself. I know everybody keep giving Rihanna the credit, but I don't know, man. It's just, you can't, like you said, it's not fair to compare them. Let's see. Okay, so and number 8 was Madonna, LMFAO, Nicki Minaj, MIA, and CeeLo Green. And this was in 2012. I remember the LMFIO guys, didn't they? That Every Day I'm Shuffling, isn't that their stuff? Rick Ross sued them for that joint, that Every Day I'm Shuffling. Yeah. I think you won that joint too, to be 100. Let's see, Shakira, Bad Bunny, and Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo, that's my boo, man. I don't care what nobody say. Bruno Mars and Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was a tie. So they got Michael Jackson at number 5. Michael Jackson ain't number 5. I'm sorry. Michael Jackson ain't number 5 in no topic. I don't care whatever it is. Yeah, Michael Jackson, I don't care what the lineup is. If he's included, he's number 1, 2, or 3 at best. Michael, what this man, look at this dude, man. And then, like, I never forget, people used to make fun of the way he dressed, but I'm like, yo, this dude, where did he get, all his stuff had to be custom made. I want to know who designed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, like, Steve Harvey had told a joke where he said they went to pick him up, and they was, he was in his little suit or whatever, and then, he said Michael Jackson came to the car looking like something you would wear to the Nutcracker. I was like, bro. I was weak. Beyonce and Destiny's Child. So she did it in 2013. And then U2, 2002. Then you got Dr. Dre and some. That, I don't think that's a number 2. And then they have Prince. Yeah, no disrespect to Dre and them, but they're not. I'm sorry, they're not like. That should be. I'll put that in like probably in 6 or 7. I'm no disrespect, and they got some timeless music, but 1, 2, and 3 to me is always gonna be either Michael Jackson, Prince, and to be honest, dog, Usher in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Usher in the top 5. Because I'm rolling through the list, I'm just trying to see who like really I could put over there, and this one is. Every Super Bowl halftime show ranked. So this is another one too that's ranked real quick. Since we already kind of got a like hint of who was hit. So yeah, so this started at 32. Christina Aguilera. You got Chris Tucker True. Yeah, so we read that. This one, everybody's list kind of varies, dog. But you know what? The most important, just to save time, because I'm gonna be on this joint for like another 5 minutes. Let's see who they got at like the top spots. You know what I mean? And, of course, I want to see where they have Usher. So they have Dr. Dre and them at number 4. They have Beyonce and Destiny's Child as number 3. I could put them in the top 5. Let's see, Madonna, LFMO, Nicki Minaj, CeeLo Green. And then, let's see, Prince is number 1. So everybody kind of has Prince as number 1. I say if we do majority rules, I'll give it to Prince. But Michael Jackson is number 2. And there ain't that's not debating that. They doing Michael wrong throughout the list, bro. I'm gonna just leave it there. But Prince, yeah, I can see why he's number 1. The Destiny's Child, them boy, like, hey, them girls was looking good out there, boy. That's back in the day too. I had to say it. Hey, it's looking alright. You know what I'm saying? For back in the day, because you know what you see now, it's all about exposing yourself. These women are still dressed classy and still look good. Not taking no shots at today's female artists, but it's too much like I guess you know what sells. Like SEX sells, and that's what it is. And it does, but you know, like back then you still had to back it up. A lot of these people were still trying to sell, you know, their bodies. And you got Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. That's in 2001. So, yeah. Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Missy Elliott. So, yeah. Diana Ross, number 7. Yeah, so this is actually, like I said, Michael Jackson is not a 10. He's in the top 3, bruh. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. This is a 15. So yeah, Britney Spears and Aerosmith, Katy Perry, so Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake in 2004. Is that the one where he ripped her, you know what, off? Because I know she did it. Madonna's number 12. Let's see, the Rolling Stones, Bruno Mars, Snoop and Dre. I guess, man, I think it's just because they got some timeless hit songs to be fair, so it makes sense. Let's see, Bruce Springsteen and the E Streets. Let's see, Lady Gaga. Let's see, Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. So Rihanna's number 5 on this list. Michael Jackson number 4. Finally, somebody who got somewhat of like a realistic number where Michael should be. I still think he's in the top 3. U2, I'm not putting at number 3. Prince is number 2. Well, who the hell is they number 1? Oh, Beyonce and Destiny's Child is their number 1. I'll say they're in the top 5. I'm going to say it's definitely Prince, Michael Jackson. We can put Beyonce and Destiny's Child. And then Usher, I believe, is coming in that number 5 spot, you know? You know what I'm saying? And then we can, you can interchange the numbers from there. And then other ones I probably need to go back and rewatch. But if you got to do all that, I ain't finna give it to Riri just because it's Riri. I know y'all love Riri, but I ain't just finna give it to Riri just because. I'm not saying her stuff wasn't good, but I ain't just finna give it to Riri because it's Riri. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me pretty much check out this other one real quick, and then we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. Gonna be on this joint for like another few minutes real quick. So this one is 14 Best Super Soul. So Beyonce, pretty much everybody's kind of on the same page as far as who kind of should be at least in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Again, the Rolling Stone stuff, like I guess it's just Michael Jackson, they have a number 8 on this list. Very surprised about that. Very surprised. Let's see what else we got right here. Let's see. Michael Jackson. We have Lady Gaga. I wasn't impressed with hers at all. I'm sorry. Bruce Springsteen. I don't remember theirs, but I'm pretty sure they got some timeless songs. Madonna, maybe. Beyonce, again. So, yeah. Very interesting. Dr. Dre and Friends. Man, everybody's naming their list slightly different. They're killing me with this. And they have Prince at number 1. So, I guess majority rules. I seen Prince around number 1 every single time. So, I guess we're thinking majority rules on this one. Let's see. I'm not going to cut through the stuff right here. So, Lady Gaga's. Let's see. Beyonce's. Bruce Springsteen, Snoop Dogg, and Dre's at number 4. Michael Jackson at number 3. Finally, a realistic number. YouTube. Michael Jackson over YouTube, bro. And then Prince. Yeah. So, I could work with that. Putting one of the, like, I guess the less known ones that I know, but that are still mainstream, because obviously they got to do it for a reason, right? You know what I'm saying? If we just gonna call it to be fair about it. Overall, man, yeah, this is pretty much what all I wanted to talk to. Let me put myself back on the main screen. About to get ready to wrap things up for the night. We're coming on at like an hour and 30-minute mark, which that's like that sweet spot for me. Pause. But yeah, man, this was interesting. I never actually sat down and saw who all did the performances at the Super Bowl. I know I lived through quite a few of them. Some of them I probably did not because I was too young to remember. I didn't, like I said, I remember that time where, like they said, hell, the halftime show wasn't that serious the way it is now. Now it's a big money maker. You know what I mean? Just even to get a commercial during the Super Bowl, the ads are way higher. So these companies have to spend way more money here. Which, hey, if they got it, they got it. I know y'all saw that Beyonce commercial too, with the Verizon joint. Hey, on point. But yeah, man, this was a good one. Glad I was able to chop it down. Appreciate everybody being active in the chat. Definitely will be back on Wednesday with a sold out live. We're gonna be talking some sneaker talk. We gotta get ready for those bread foes. They coming this Saturday. And I'm gonna remind y'all again on Wednesday. Check your foot sites that's close to y'all, like Foot Locker and them, and see what they doing for the rap. All that stuff should be opening up now for the people that didn't catch a W if you're looking for those bread foes. But other than that, man, let's wrap things up for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man, and showing love, man. Smash the like button. Definitely goes a long way. Sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. And yeah, man, again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. We'll be back live with another sold out podcast. But until then, this is Music Monday. And yeah, man, I am going to be officially out this thing, man. Peace.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to.